Have you ever wondered how to make or write an effective resume that will catch the eye of the recruiter or the hiring manager? Well, you're in the right place. We're going to talk about how to write or 5 things you need to know to write a really good resume. Hi, I'm Ajit. I'm from Capshine. Capshine is a revolutionary learner together English fluency program. With Capshine, learning English is easy, quick, fun, affordable, and effective, and we promise a whole new you in 6 months or less. So what are the 5 things that you need to do? Let me quickly go through them and then we'll go into each of those specifically, right? The first thing you don't want to do, or rather the first thing that you want to do, is to focus on the first 1/3 of your resume. That's where most people spend the most time on, and that's where they make up their minds about whether they think your profile is good or not. Don't make them search for things. Put what's important right on top. The second thing, make sure your LinkedIn profile is linked. If it's a PDF of a resume, make sure you create a hyperlink with your LinkedIn account and ensure you update your LinkedIn account for best reach. Do not use cliche words, and we'll speak more about this. Don't use a commonly used tag words and skills that are that are not important anymore, like being proficient at Microsoft Word is not really a great skill set to add if you're a coder or someone else with high technical skills. Mention soft skills. A lot of us forget to do this, and we'll see what kind of soft skills we can add. And of course, give measurable metrics. Instead of being vague and just giving general points on what you've done, give measurable metrics. And we'll talk more about what that means. So the first thing that you want to do is focusing on the top third of your resume. What do you do in this? The first thing that you do is, or rather what you shouldn't do, is you shouldn't write your objective. What is an objective? So usually resumes have this objective and says, I'm looking for a job in a good company where I can work and be, and learn stuff. Well, don't do that, because people know that you're looking for a job. People know that you're looking for this role because you applied for it. This is a rudiment from old practices where people could just send their resumes and get hired. We don't do that anymore. There's a very strict process about recruitment now. So don't have the objective space. Use a summary instead of your work experience and your projects that you've done. Write a professional summary, and this should include your areas of expertise section as well. So talk about your experience. What have you achieved? What have you done? Who are you in the last few years of work? And what is your expertise? Where does your expertise lie? Use bullet points to draw attention towards work experience as well. So in the 1/3, make sure you focus on the most important things and get the people viewing your profile to the most important things in the most easy manner as possible. You don't have to be too descriptive. Use bullet points and keep the focus on. The second thing you do is to make your professional summary. So for this, you want to ensure that you include the type of job you're targeting, why, and your qualifications for them. So focus on those specific things. And the idea is that 1, you're specialized in what you do, and 2, if you're not, and if you're looking for specific kind of job roles that have specific job descriptions, then tailor your resume for that job. Do not have a generic resume that you send everyone, but have specific kinds of resumes tailored for specific positions based on the job and the role that you're looking for. This will ensure higher levels of success. And of course, also list the strengths that you have and the experience you have with respect to these things. And of course, don't forget to link your LinkedIn. How do you do this? Well, you can just put a link or put down the hyperlink address of your LinkedIn profile. An impressive LinkedIn profile should have the following things. It should have a professional picture. It should be informative about your work experience, and it should also have meaningful connections. And a 4th bonus is if you can have recommendations about your work ethic and your work and how good you are as a team player from people you've worked with. That can really add value as well. So try to get recommendations from people that matter. That makes an impression. And recruiters are very likely to search you on LinkedIn. So make it easy for them. Make your profile viewable to the public. And these are things that you can do to ensure that you get a call back after you've sent your resume. Before we go to the next few things, let me talk a little bit about Capshine's learning model. With this, you get access to speaking opportunities, you get to learn and practice as a group. You get a monthly fluency card, a personal coach, and customized feedback that can help you understand where you are and how to get to the next step. And of course, live lessons and daily micro lessons that can help build your foundations in English and help you become a more powerful and confident user of the language. Great. The next thing that you want to do when it concerns your resume is not to use cliche tags. A lot of times they use tags like, has experience in PowerPoint, in Excel, Notepad, whatever it is. Don't do that, right? And don't add things like generic things like detail-oriented, team player, creative, motivated, a good person. These are not required, right? Instead, pick tags that are relevant. Don't spam your resume with these keywords, but you should add specific keywords that are relevant to the job description, that are specific to the job description. And what are these? Well, what you should do is try and take your job description for the role that you're applying for. So the job description essentially is the set of roles and requirements that they have for that role, and take that and put it in a word cloud generator, online word cloud generator, and that can help you give an idea as to kind of other words and skills that are relevant to what you're applying for, right? So take words that are relevant there and use that in your resume, because most of the time these days, there's a lot of AI involved in the recruitment process, and that can help identify people or candidates with the right kind of skill sets mentioned in the resume, right? So copy and paste a job description, use the keywords generated, select the ones that work best for you, and include these in your resume throughout. Wherever you're describing your work experience, try to use appropriate word that parallels the word cloud generated words as much as possible, right? And of course, mention your soft skills as well. These are as important as your technical skills. Things like being a leader, teamwork, communication, and your problem-solving skills. And if you have certifications and experience to prove this, make sure you show that in your profile. Maybe your certification you've done could be listed in your LinkedIn profile. Maybe recommendations from people that matter could be linked as well in your LinkedIn profile from the right people. All right, this then takes me to the final point, which is give measurable metrics. Instead of saying I've worked with a number of clients and helped improve their overall experience, be specific. You could probably say that I've worked with this company and helped increase the NPS score from 4 to 4.5, let's say, out of 5. Or say I've helped with students and helped raise their scores from 60% to 75% overall. These are measurable outcomes that you're showing. Use measurable metrics as much as possible. So a format that you can use is accomplish X as measured by Y by doing Z, right? Try to see if you can fit whatever you've mentioned as achievements into this format, and this will help you give a good template on how to come off objective, right? And of course, validate your achievements in the past companies with data. Show what the end goals were, how things have improved, give actual numbers. And that's about it. If you like the video, make sure you like and subscribe. If you want to check out the 30-day free trial, make sure you go to capshine.com, download the app from the Play Store, and this should get you there, right? Thanks for watching.